It's Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks. We are making some good old peanut brittle tonight. I am in the mood for it. And the first thing you do is you take a stick of butter. It's so easy to make. And it's so good when you make it at home. Now, you can make it in the microwave with the same recipe. The only difference is the microwave doesn't toast your peanuts good enough, in my opinion. So if you really want it to have a really good flavor, you need to parch those peanuts first if you're going to use the microwave. Everybody's microwave's a little bit different. So you got to keep that in mind as well. Really and truly, when butter toffee and peanut brittle get just right, they turn a golden brown, not burnt, but a golden brown. And that helps you know when it's really time to take it out. All right. I'm going to grab me a spoon real quick because we're going to take a tablespoon and we're going to just take a little bit of the butter out of this. I put a lot of butter in my peanut brittle. Most people use a half stick of butter, but I use a stick of butter. So that would be, most people use a quarter cup. I use a half cup, but I do take some of this and in my pan that I'm going to pour it up in while I'm melting my butter, I put some of the butter in the pan and we're going to rub it around in there so that when we pour this up, of course it don't stick, okay? And you can be generous with it or not. Now it's pretty hot. No, it's not too bad. Be careful, don't get burnt. So I'm just going to slosh it around in here. I just got me some new USA pans. I did for Black Friday sale. They came in the mail today and I'm using them. I'm excited. They're so nice and thick. This is the smaller half sheet pan or quarter sheet probably is what it is, not half sheet. So our butter's melted. Now we're going to add a cup of sugar. Actually, it's a half cup of it's a cup of sugar and it's a half cup of Karo syrup. So let me grab me a little measuring scoop and we're going to put in a half cup Karo syrup. And you're going to want this to cook good because you're going to want your peanuts to be nice and toasty. I love doing it in an iron skillet. You can use whatever you want to use. You know what? I'm not fooling with that. It's about empty. Chris made a pie with it the last time it was used, and he didn't flip it upside down in the pantry. And I'm not going to fool with trying to get that out. And I know you can put it in the microwave or whatever and heat it up, but we'll just open this new one. He's got it open too. All right, I need to get this stirring up. So you're going to use a half cup. It's so easy. Half cup of Karo syrup and a cup of sugar and half stick of butter. That's all we got in there right now. And if you're going to be one of those that say, can I use something besides Karo syrup? Can I this and can I that? And I'm like, why are you eating candy if you're worried about the nutritional value of it? Just don't eat candy. Eat something else. Go eat you some raw vegetables out of the refrigerator, okay? But it's Christmas time and we're making candy and we're making it real with the real stuff. So the only thing that's got left to go in here is our peanuts and also vanilla baking soda. The vanilla and baking soda goes in at the end. I just splattered butter. It's a good thing I got on an apron, ain't it? All right, so you just take your half cup of butter, and it's always salted in my recipes, and you're just going to let this come to a boil. I'm going to turn it up now because I had it on low. And it's going to take a few minutes for this to cook. And it's going to cook until it's candy stage. I don't tell you the temperature on here. I always just use a water bath. But today, I'm going to use something different because Chris did it the other day and it worked really good. And that is one of these guns. These were on sale today on Cyber Monday. Is that even pointing? What are you doing? It says hold. Yeah, it's working. Right now it's 168 degrees. Anyway, they're on sale. And y'all should go get you one because you're talking about it's so much easier to do your candy with one of those than having to fool with a thermometer and put it in there and trying to read it and then trying to wash it off when you're done, especially when you're making hard candy because it just, everything sticks to the thermometer. And Mama never even had a thermometer. She just used a water bath. Mama made fudge around, and she made fudge so much she just knew what it was done. So this is starting to heat up good, and we're going to stir it. We're going to continue to stir it. Now, you don't want to put anything with your sugar in your pan that you're going to pour it up in. So don't make that mistake or anything. And I am just going to let this, I don't want that to fall in there. So I'll put it right here for now. I'm going to go, what was I going to do? How many peanuts goes in it? That's what I need to know. A heaping cup, skins on. Oh, I know what I was going to tell y'all. A lot of people ask me, can I use Planters roasted peanuts? Well, of course you can, but it's not even close to being as good. I've done it before, and it does not have the same taste to me at all. So I would say no, you cannot. You can get raw peanuts through our website. You can get them through Amazon, already shelled. You can get them at the grocery store. In some grocery stores don't sell them shelled. You have to shell them yourself. And like I said, if you are going to make this in the microwave, and you can, then you make sure you parch those peanuts first. A lot of people don't know what parched peanuts are. Do you know what a parched peanut is? I'll talk to you in a minute while this is getting bubbly. A parched peanut is just a peanut that's roasted. That's what we called them growing up. This thing looks like it's jumping around or something weird. Tell it, sister. LOL. You must have just heard me say that about the food. It just cracks me up. I'm going to grab the thermometer out of here because I don't know what my candy. I need to get me one of those magnets. I've shown y'all those magnets to buy to put on your refrigerator so that you know what temperature is what. And I hadn't got me one yet. Okay, hard stage. Hardball is, let's see, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, no, 20, 40, 20. 260. 260. 260. I'm gonna look at y'all's comments while we're waiting on this to bubble. I'll let y'all see me and the peanut brittle. You can see it right here in the pan. See how easy it is? Super easy. Hey, Joanne Osborne and Vivian Lee. Puppies in a sweater. Yes, it's actually cold down here in South Georgia. Finally. And I said, Happy, would you like to put on some clothes? Because, you know, my dogs are 12 and 14 years old. Now it's starting to bubble. And I said, you're probably want a sweater. So I put them on their clothes today. Chris is not here. He's out running errands. He's going to be busy for the next couple of days anyway. So I'm thinking about, I know I want to make this peanut brittle. I'm going to make some butter toffee. I did draw the winners for the giveaway. There was 4 winners that will get my homemade fruit cake, and I'll probably start making it tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the next day. I may have to take Amy's boyfriend to the doctor tomorrow. So it may be Wednesday before I can make it. But anyway, it's time for me to start making it. If you don't, I haven't even sent the emails to the winners. I've been so busy because I had to change the website from fall to Christmas. And y'all, it takes me a while. And y'all are not going to believe this when I tell y'all this. I cannot believe it. I noticed how sleepy I was today. And I know a lot of y'all probably think, good Lord, that girl's sick all the time. My sister's the same way. I think I got shingles again on my back. They're driving me crazy this time. This time they're on the other side and they're itching like fire. Oh, and they just started popping up today that I know of. And I started itching them, and I thought, what is on my back? So when I get out of the shower, I was going to take a picture, and I forgot. So before I started this video, they were itching me so bad tonight. I took a picture, and I really think I've got the shingles again. It is not a mosquito bite. It is not eczema. It is, I'm pretty sure I've got it again. I don't know why in the world. Maybe I just never got rid of it the first time. Who knows? All I know is I got to get to the doctor and get that new shingles shot, because I got it years ago back in 2018. And it came, I got a shot in 2018 and a shot in 2019. It was a 6 months apart shot. And y'all, my back is itching, itching, itching. And I hope that's the only place they come out on me this time. I mean, I hadn't even just got over them. How do I know? Because of the way they look. They're round and they blister up and they turn like a really dark red underneath them. Like eczema is kind of dry looking, kind of pinkish, flaky a little bit on the skin. But shingles look more like blistery. And I know it's not impetigo. Impetigo and shingles look a lot alike. I know it's not impetigo on my back. Why would I have it on my back? I'm not a kid been playing in the dirt, you know. This is starting to boil. I'm gonna turn it up some more. Come on, let's cook some peanuts. All right, let's see when it says. It don't really say when to add the peanuts. I'm gonna go ahead and add them because I want them to parch. I don't know why I'm yelling at y'all. I forget I wear a microphone. I'm so goofy. Heaping cupful and a little to grow on. Now this is important. You want to cook your brittle. You're going to bring it to a short boil. Here, I'm going to bring y'all closer so y'all can watch the brittle instead of me. Come on over here, y'all. Uh-oh. I'm going to do the best I can with this. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. All right. So what you want to do is bring it to that slow boil. Then turn it up. And once it really starts boiling like this, add your peanuts because you want your peanuts to parch. I want you to look how good this skillet does. You can use a non-stick skillet, but my iron skillet is so in good shape. It's in very good shape. And so you can tell that candy just peels right off the side of it, just like a non-stick pan would. I may have to get me a different spoon to mix it up with. I think this is going to get too hot for me, and I'm not going to be able to hold my hand over the top of it. But when this starts getting golden brown is when it's usually ready. I'll use this one. So some people were making it in the microwave. And let me just say this. A lot of people were using my time for their microwave. And if your microwave is a different wattage, it won't take yours as long. And they were burning it. And I'm like, gosh, once it starts to get a golden brown, just stop cooking it. It's ready. I can tell you how much. Let's see how hot it is. This says it's already 256. But I know it ain't ready because I want it brown. I wait till it turns a golden brown. I think it tastes better, golden brown. And it won't take it but a second once it gets that hot to start turning a little brown. And then once it does that, we'll add our vanilla and our baking soda, and then we're going to pour it up real quick. Now, don't forget your baking soda because that helps it get fizzy, and it's easier to chew. okay? So you want it to be easier to chew. You don't want it to be so hard. You don't want it to be like hard candy. You want it to have a fizzy texture so that you can bite into it. Nothing's better than getting a bite of peanut brittle. See how it's turning brown now? That's what you want it to do. Here's some water if y'all just want to see. I'll see. That ought to be good. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to reach in here. See, it's formed pretty much. Okay. Once it turns golden brown, it should be ready. That's your key. Whether you're making it in the microwave or on the stovetop, then you're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. Oh, let's put some vanilla in it. Make sure you turn it off. Put some vanilla in it. I'm going to mix that vanilla in there really good. Ooh, it smells so good. That vanilla makes it smell good too, y'all. And then you just take 1.5 teaspoons of soda and you mix that in there. And that soda's going to make it fizz up real quick. And I have got to let y'all see the pan. Y'all, candy is hard to do live. Believe it or not, it is hard to do live. Here, let me pinch this back. Okay. We got to get this in there. See that color? That's how I like my peanut brittle. I don't like it light in color. I like it to have a golden color. I'm going to pour it this way, y'all, but I am not left-handed, so we'll do our best. Y'all are on my left side. Woo! Don't that look good? All right, let me scrape this thing out. And I got to do this right-handed or I'm not going to be able to get it in there. But y'all look how good my iron skillet does with it. It just, and plus it's got a lot of butter in it. Like I said, I put a lot of butter in mine. And then you're just going to kind of spread it out a little. Half sheet pan's perfect for my peanut brittle. Not a half sheet pan, a 1/4 sheet pan. Perfect. Now that's some good peanut brittle. It's nice. It's fluffy. Y'all just love looking at my hands, I'm sure. When Chris ain't here to help me, that is going to be delicious. And I mean delicious. Delicious. You see that pretty color? That's what you want it to look like. You can see those air bubbles in it. And it's going to be really good. Now, I'll tell you what we'll do, because I'm going to make, I want to make a bunch of candy. I got to make a bunch of this, because this stuff right here, you can't keep your hands out of. I want to make some butter toffee. I want to make some divinity. I want to make some fudge. I mean, Martha Washington balls. Don't you just love those? Let me go slide this in the freezer, and we'll cut some up before I have y'all go, okay? So I'm going to go slide this in my freezer in the garage. I'll be right back. Oh, it smells so good. It's cool out here anyway. I could have just sat it outside. My freezer's empty because of that hurricane. So it ain't going to hurt to put it in here. Y'all just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Oh, I'm going to have something good tonight. So anyway, Martha Washington balls. Don't you just love those things with the creamy coconut and toasty pecans in it? Woo! Have you made those in a while? If you hadn't, make some this Christmas. I'm going to tell you, all my favorites are in my cookbooks, all of them. I'm looking for my mitten. All my favorites are in my cookbooks, like the Martha Washington balls. Tell me what your favorite candy is at Christmas. And now I make an old-fashioned fudge that you cook on the stovetop with evaporated milk. And most people seriously can't make it without ruining it because it turns back to sugar. And some people, look at that. Some people their grandmother and mother actually made it that way, and so they like it that way because that's the only way they ever ate it. Because see how that's stringing? All you got to do is cook it till it's golden. That's the key, y'all. So if you want to make this year and you want to use the microwave, look at that just standing up. If you want to make it this year and you want to use the microwave, got to be careful though, it's hot. Just put it in there, and once it gets this real pretty color, I'm telling you, it'll be ready. But it don't toast the pecans good, not pecans, the peanuts good to me in the microwave. Oh, pralines. Yep, that's in my cookbook too. Those are good. I am not that big of a praline fan. I know that's weird. But I'll tell you what, I cannot hardly stand not to eat is this peanut brittle and the butter toffee. Those two, oh, and peanut butter buckeyes. I don't know how you make your peanut butter buckeyes. They're in my cookbooks too. But I put butter in them. My peanut butter buckeyes are butter, peanut butter, and powdered sugar. And I can't stay out of them. It's good. I love these new spoon sets too. You see how that just comes right off of it? That silicone. That's hot though. I have to be careful. It's still hot. But with all that butter in there, it's not that hard to clean up. It's really not. So don't waste this part. Eat it. All right, I'm going to start looking to see if y'all got any questions. Then in just a minute, we'll go out there and get it, and I'll break some up for y'all. Let's see. Honey balls. What kind of peanuts? Sorry, I'm going to talk while I'm eating. They're raw peanuts. Raw peanuts with skins on. You know, we live in Georgia. And down here in Georgia and Florida, they grow a lot of peanuts. When I was a kid, we grew some peanuts. You like maple pecan fudge? That sounds good, Joanne. Sounds good to me. I like pecan brittle the best. I bet that is good, but it's so expensive. Oh, that's Carolyn. That's my Aunt Carolyn. Hey, I'll make you some, Miss Chris. When I make your fruit cake, Carolyn, I'll make you some pecan brittle, if that's what you want. That's my aunt. Commenting. Oh, peanut butter fudge screams Christmas to me too. Tracy Henry. Thank you, Joanne. She says she loves me. I love you too. Buckeyes are the best. They are the best. So get you some good chocolate too. Don't buy that cheap stuff. You know what? I'm serious. For the holidays, I know I'm chewing, but try to buy the name brands. I made a pumpkin cheesecake. Sorry. Let me just chew this up. I couldn't resist. I made a pumpkin cheesecake, and I bought the Aldi brand of cinnamon graham crackers to make the crust out of. And it was good, but not even close to being as good as Nabisco's. So for the holidays, sometimes we don't want to skip. And the best thing to do is buy the buy one, get one free sales during the year so that you do wind up with the good stuff when it's time to cook. Right? All right, I'm going to go get it, and we're just going to see if the corner piece is good enough for us to try it with the peanuts in it. All right? I have to tell y'all a story. I put collars on the dogs, and they have little jingle bells on them. Yeah, I think I can get a corner off of this. Here I come. So anyway, I put these collars on the dogs, and they got these little jingle bells on them. And Chris, I got the biggest laugh out of him. He was like, those dogs drove me crazy jingling in the middle of the night. They'd scratch and they'd jingle, jingle, jingle. And then they'd get up and walk across the bed and they'd jingle, jingle. And he said, I just had to get up and throw them out of the room and close the door. And I just laughed. I thought that was so funny. I got a kick out of that. He said, you can let them wear them during the day, but when we go to bed at night, you take them off. I said, okay. So they have them back on right now. Now, this is not completely cooled yet, so I can't completely break it yet. But I'm going to pull a piece off for y'all just so I can taste the peanuts. See, I had to pull it off. Good, good, and more good. I break it up. I put it in a mason jar, put the lid on it, and that's all you gotta do. You can store it in an airtight container. You can refrigerate it or leave it out, however you want to do it. It does have a lot of butter in it. Tammy says, this has nothing to do with cooking, but I remember years ago you did a video showing us how you cut your hair. Do you still cut your hair? Yes, I do. I did wash it today and curl it with a curling iron. I hadn't been getting dressed up for y'all. I've just been putting on like a moisturizer. And today I actually got dressed. So maybe I'll like the way I look a little better today. But, you don't always feel like getting all dressed up. So I don't always do it. Did my mama teach me how to make candy and cakes? Yes. I mean, she didn't just get me in the kitchen and show me nothing. I just watched her. Mama never showed me how to do anything but ice the cake. She did do that. The rest of it, you just grow up around it so much and you watch them do it so much, you already automatically know how to do it. Oh my gosh, this is good. I'm going to have to hide it so I can stay out of it. Isn't it pretty? Look, that was fast, wasn't it, y'all? That was a fast video, and boy, is it going to be good. See, it's already getting hard. All right, that's it. It in a nutshell. So maybe I'll see y'all making some fruitcake next. Martha Washington balls have, I believe, Eagle brand milk, coconut, chopped pecans. You roll it into a ball and you dip it in chocolate like a Buckeye kind of. And boy, they are good. Y'all have a good night. It was wonderful to see you. And I'll see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like our mamas did. Y'all make a Collard Valley Cook candy this Christmas. All right. Love ya. Bye.